The following content is intended for a mature audience. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and do not reflect any other organization, employer, or company. The Drunk Files makes no guarantee of accuracy of information. Some may find the content offensive. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Does
Now
it
it's
show?
there.
Oh, maybe it wasn't recording. Fuck. Want to do a shot?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not excited for this.
I was okay. I'm
The
ready.
shot or the podcast?
You guys. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just do this.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy first Zoom episode. Oh, that was gross.
Actually, it wasn't half bad afterward. Oh, but now it's getting bad again.
Oh,
Let me just drink some water here.
Like not used to whiskey being my first real drink of the day, so
Oh,
yeah. My first drink was a spiced rum, and
oh,
it's not as good without the eggnog.
no. Nuh-uh.
let's do another cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's your turn to go.
Oh, okay. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird.
It's super weird.
Welcome to the Drunk Files, the podcast where three Canadian friends drink too much. They tell some spooky stories.
Ooh.
That was so strange.
Jamie looked like she said spooky, but I didn't hear anything.
I did say spooky,
Oh, I
but
was
it
like,
was
the volume's not working.
hello.
All right, guys. So, yeah, this is our first Zoom.
Yeah. I'm Ellen.
I'm Maria.
I'm Jamie. Oh.
Okay. Just first off, we should probably say to bear with us, just because.
Yeah, this is our first time. I'm
Yeah.
drinking red wine.
Same.
I'm drinking JD Shore rum cream with
I was wondering what you were drinking. That's why I brought that up.
coffee, liquor, and it also it's delicious.
That sounds
Nice.
It is.
I had a really sour face at first. I
Like, why are you
realized, like,
drinking that?
ugh.
Like Bailey's and coffee, only all liquor.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yum.
Oh, Jesus, I'm really close to the desk here. Should we just say what the topic is?
Yeah, and then I'll give you guys some fun facts.
Okay, I'm gonna drum roll it and you do it.
Alien!
Our favorite, the
Our
original.
favorite.
It's funny because we always do our first episode as aliens. Like this is our first Zoom episode, and it's an aliens episode.
I was thinking that when I asked you guys if you wanted to do aliens.
You know,
Until right now.
that didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. Here we are.
No, and I just love it. Okay, so let's see. Here's some fun facts, Ellen.
All right.
Also, it must be hard to like find new ones.
Yeah, it is. I was just gonna say, I'm sorry if I repeat stuff, but I have some ideas for next episodes.
We're
they're not gonna
usually
be fun
buzzed
facts,
anyway,
but
so we probably wouldn't really remember them.
well,
So let's do this
Yeah,
again.
that's true.
I think they're new. Astronomers Margaret Turnbull and Jill Tarter of Carnegie Institution in Washington, D.C. have compiled a list of 17,129 nearby stars most likely to have planets that could support complex life.
That's way more than I thought.
According to Turnbull, stars must be at least 3 billion years old to allow life to evolve, have low mass, and have high levels of iron. Metals are needed to form rocky Earth-like planets.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
For all that
Um,
they know about planets that
That we're not on.
Leading the list in these planets is some planet called Epsilon Indi A. It's a dim orange star just 11.8 light years away in our local corner of the Milky Way.
oh, in the Milky Way.
Yeah, at the edge of it.
Huh.
Hey Harlem.
She's
Harlem.
something else today.
It's not happy.
She's being really bad.
Is she?
Yeah, like right now she's chewing on my iPad.
Of course.
Astronomer Frank Drake made the first scientific attempt to contact alien beings in 1960.
Oh.
When he
Was that-
used
Sorry, go
What?
ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry. Let me guess.
when he used an 85-foot radio dish at the National Radio Astronomy Observation in West Virginia to listen for signals from 2 nearby sun-like stars. And you probably haven't heard about it because it turned up nothing.
Womp, womp,
Womp womp.
womp, womp.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say, remember when they put that gold record in the sky and it
Oh yeah, that was on my last fun facts.
yeah,
I saw it again, but I didn't put it on here because
Ooh,
oh,
I was down the wrong pipe.
bless you. Anyway. Wrong moment. Excuse me.
Thank you, Jamie. Great manners, man.
so the more sophisticated efforts of SETI Institute in Mountain View, California isn't any better. Since 1995, this privately funded project has scanned more than 1,000 stars at a cost of $5 million a year for radio or alien radio squeaks. Seth Shostak, senior astronomer at SETI, for reasons best known to him, thinks that the 350 antenna Allen telescope array now being built will trip across a signal by the year 2025.
That's like 5 years away, dude.
Yeah, that's literally no time.
That's-
I think he's being overly optimistic.
yeah, probably, but
We'll
see.
see.
We'll see.
We'll
Your
see,
calendars.
see. But you can download software from SETI at Home Project to sift for alien signals on your home PC.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
There'll be a whole new PC out by then.
Whole new PC.
Guys, I wish I had my cat here, but I'm in isolation.
I wish I could give you my cat.
I don't know why my cat is super wet right now, but I just picked her up and she's like,
I don't want to know.
I don't know what she's been into, but
Okay.
Chewing on my wine glass now.
But see, now people can see that this is what we get interrupted by constantly
Yeah.
in the
Constantly.
real.
I'm very worried about my MacBook charger right now.
You should be. Is it wrapped in electrical tape?
It is, and it's underneath a Christmas tree, but my cat keeps trying to dig, so.
Cats are taking over this episode.
They
There.
are. I took Zoe for a long walk. She's way out.
Yeah, I got 2 pups sleeping.
There you go. I have no one.
Maria's in Newfoundland, by the
In
way.
isolation.
In isolation, solo, and I'm on day 11. And this is one of the
You're
maybe the
almost done.
fifth time I brush my hair.
Well, you look beautiful.
Honestly, if I was alone for 2 weeks and I didn't see anyone, I wouldn't brush my hair.
Well, I
either.
did it for you guys. Okay.
Thank
This is
you.
a date night for me. This is like something to be like, oh.
I put
Maria.
on makeup for the first time in like probably months.
I changed my outfit today for the first time in 3 days.
Wow. Proud of you, dude.
Thanks. Raise the roof. That was really weird, and I immediately take it back. Let's move on.
Most likely spots for alien life in our solar system are underground refuge on Mars, hot spots on Saturn's moon, and Jupiter's and moons. Oh God, I don't know what this is. Europa and Callisto.
There you go, buddy. We're gonna have to say everything with confidence now because we don't have each other to be like, yo, what's this?
Apparently, whatever those are, they have icy crusts that may conceal a vast underlying ocean.
I saw that on what's that show with that guy that says the stuff?
Oh, Cosmos
Yeah, that's
with
it.
oh,
Yeah.
what's his name? I was gonna say Neil Patrick Harris, but it's not. him.
Okay, I was going to say
Yeah. Neil something.
I'm so upset with us.
You know the guy.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, that's him. 3 names. They're all Neils. So
You know, that guy, Mike Tyson. Oh,
Oh
Well,
God.
if Neil Patrick Harris and Mike Tyson had a baby, it would be Neil deGrasse Harris.
Neil deGrasse Harris. Okay,
Move on.
let's get it. This is
Oh goodness. Perhaps the earliest UFO sighting occurred in 1450 BC when Egyptians saw bright circles of light in the sky. Some UFO obsessives interpret Ezekiel 1 in the Bible as a UFO report.
Ezekiel.
That's pretty wild.
Enthusiasts.
Those enthusiasts.
Interesting.
Mike Tyson. Oh, God.
I held back making a joke like that so hard. And then you did it.
I know.
God bless you.
Thanks.
In 1957, Antonio Villaboas, a Brazilian farmer, reported that he was abducted by barking aliens who covered him in gel and then mated with him.
Okay. I have
Aliens always have sex with the humans. It doesn't matter. Like people.
barking aliens.
I don't know why they covered him in gel.
Lube.
Lubed them up. We're gonna make jello out of these bastards.
This set a precedent for future close encounters. In a 2003 Harvard study, 7 of 10 self-professed abductees stated that under hypnosis, they had been used for breeding or sexual experiments by their alien captors, which is
That's what
you
I
just
said. It's,
Yeah,
they always say they have sex with aliens.
not in my story.
Nice poor man.
Alan Shane, a psychologist at the University of Waterloo in Ontario, says that those who believe that they've been abducted by aliens are often prone to experience sleep paralysis.
Oh God.
I get that a lot.
I read about that in my research too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a common symptom.
I get it a lot. I think I've been abducted by aliens, but you know what?
Yeah,
I
you get old hag dreams.
Yeah, I do.
Jamie, you know what those are. Let's not.
I do. I get them.
I
Got
think
it.
that if I'm going to be abducted by aliens,
It's gonna happen when you live in Belnan for sure.
well, yeah, and
Fuck yeah.
honestly, I like the way
Yeah.
that they're doing it. If they're doing it to me, I don't want to know.
You have
Just put me
Crocs.
back in my bed. Take me.
I
you
mean,
know,
just don't.
I just
look
don't
at
want to
the
know about
Crocs.
it.
Do
I
whatever
don't
you want. I just don't want to remember.
Do what you want. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, like Ellen, you have crops around you everywhere.
I do. And I saw a weird light one time.
One time.
Multiple, because when I stay in your room, I always wake up and look at the window because I know that's where you saw
Multiple.
that light. Anyway,
Didn't you see it multiple times?
I think I thought I saw something once, but it might have been a drone.
Oh.
But one time it was like definitely sketchy. Because it was like
was it making those noises?
No. It didn't make any noise. And I was so stoned in my bed and it was midnight and I was like, am I tripping?
LA, I don't need that.
I like tried to grab my phone to take a video, but by the time I like looked back and over, it was gone.
It's always the way, man.
Probably couldn't see it on video anyway.
I'd
Anyway.
go away before you could.
They knew what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists first tried to describe humans to aliens in 1972 when Carl Sagan and Frank Drake designed a plaque with a naked man and a woman on it for the Pioneer 10 spacecraft. And we probably
We're trying to describe humans to aliens.
yeah, so they like sent this plaque of a naked man and a woman onto a spacecraft and like into space.
Okay.
I think we probably scared them off with that.
Or attract them, and that's why they come and have sex with everyone now.
Oh, you know what? I definitely take yours over that. Yeah, like that just makes all sense. This is the full circle. This is the conclusion.
I'm sweating.
Oh God. Okay.
On September 30th, 2006, the French Center for National Space Studies beamed Cosmic Connection, a TV program aired at extraterrestrials at a sun-like star called Iria, 45 light years from Earth.
Maria.
Iria. It's like my name and your name mixed with an R in there. Oh, wait, well, there's an extra R. It's ERRIA.
That's what I'd name my child. JK.
Your child.
This video should reach them in
Gotcha.
2051.
Okay.
That's a while. It's gonna be really outdated when they get it.
Oh my God, we're gonna be so old.
It's really, really outdated.
I wonder what's on it. It's like Dawson's Creek.
What a disappointment. Ugh. It's the scary movies. Hey, you're the lady that did the video on our crop circles. Right. Okay, let's go.
Winston Churchill reported seeing a strange airship or UFO in Kent, England. It was sighted on October 14th, 1912. That one's boring.
Yeah.
First documented account of a UFO sighting in America dates back to the year 1639. John Winthrop, the colony governor of Massachusetts, noted an incident where 3 men observed a luminous object flying around the muddy river near the same area of the Charleston for a period of 2 or 3 hours.
What year did you say that was? 16 something?
1639.
Yeah.
First one. A
Even
poll
before that.
taken by Roper in 1991 gave a startling result. Almost 4 million people believe they've been abducted by aliens at some point in their life.
4 million in America?
It
Or
doesn't say.
overall.
And it also doesn't say
Overall,
out of how many
low.
people they surveyed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we said like in the last aliens episode, like 8% of Americans believe that they've been abducted by aliens. That's more than 4. So
Yeah.
I wonder where.
I wonder where it was taken.
Where
It doesn't
and-
give a lot of info.
Yeah. Because I never take these surveys. No one ever asks me.
No,
so
no one
how do
ever
they
asks
know?
me.
You know?
I
Well, they
tried to look
asking.
into that one more because I wanted more information on it and I couldn't find anything. So
No, that's okay, buddy. You tried.
Like that fact.
I didn't try that hard.
It's okay. You have a lot to do. You have to do a story as well.
Studies have shown that 5% to 20% of reported UFO sightings are unexplained and remain to be unsolved mysteries. That's pretty crazy, though.
Yeah.
5 to 20% of them are something that's like, ah.
And that's only the reported ones too.
Yeah.
Imagine all the rest of them that people see and never report.
Exactly.
Yeah, you because some people are just going to be too scared to even say anything.
Yeah, especially depending
Like
on
more
who
than
you are, like,
yeah.
yeah.
I need to flick some wine at my cat.
Hey. She ran it behind you. She's being so bad. There's no water to flick, so
Wine works. She's black. It won't stain her.
She's fine.
remember when I was Coraline for Halloween and I stained Kaylin blue somehow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Woke up
two
the
more.
Next morning in her paws.
The Flying Saucers from Outer Space, written by author Donald E. Kehoe in 1953, was the first to use the term UFO.
Oh shit.
1950.
CEO of the UFO.
Oh,
Yeah, 1953 in a book. I feel like it was a children's book.
really?
I don't know. I'm
You're a gold mine, I'm telling you.
totally
That's where I'm going.
speculating. Okay, last one. July 2nd is World UFO Day. This date was chosen to honor the time an alleged UFO crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, which happened on July 2nd, 1947.
Oh my
Wow.
god, Ellen, we should take July 2nd off and then we'd have Canada Day and UFO Day off together.
You should take it off too, Jamie.
Yeah, take UFO Day off.
It's basically a religious holiday for us.
Yeah, we need to do it. We need to record on UFO Day and we need to do an aliens episode.
We should.
We should.
We should.
Cool.
Let's
Cool.
do it.
It's decided. That was my last fact.
That was great.
To you, my queen. Milady.
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 That word.
I wish that was a real life GIF.
Take my cheer. Okay. This is super weird that people are seeing this. I'm just saying. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's weirder too because we're not used to doing it. Like we're used to being in a room together. So
Yeah, and we're also trying to be a little more PG.
low key PG.
17? Not PG 13. Well, maybe, I guess. What are 13-year-olds like? Well, not what I was like. Let's move on. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
Can I go like second?
I'll go first.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Okay. Go for it, Jamie. Tell us what you got, my girl.
My story is the Manhattan abduction.
Oh,
Stop.
tell me more.
It's the abduction of Linda Napoliento.
Hmm. I've never heard of it.
Good. You know, I have this weird fear where I do a story and it turns out we've already covered it because
That's why I always text you guys what I'm doing.
I know.
I've kind of opted out of the research a bit.
Yeah, that's true. And I was like, how many alien episodes have we done? I would remember it. And I try to look back and see. But anyway, I'll just tell you a little bit about this. It's pretty interesting. On November 30th, 1980, Linda Napoliento claims to have been abducted in the middle of the night through a closed window in her Manhattan apartment into a waiting UFO where she was subject to, you guessed it, medical procedures.
What?
What?
I didn't expect that.
You didn't?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
did.
Whoa. What's interesting about this case is that there was actually multiple eyewitnesses that saw her leave her. Like normally people say like, oh, I saw it. And then like through regression therapy, they like come and they figure out whether or not it happened. Like a bunch of people saw this, which to me is
That's
like
kind of crazy.
fucking bananas.
That's when it's
Like
really
how many
crazy.
people?
At least 4.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, right. It happened at 3 a.m. too. So like for 4
What are
people.
they doing up?
Witching hour.
Well, I'll
Witching
get,
hour.
I know. I'll get there.
Okay.
So they hadn't actually spoke to Linda about what happened, like all these other witnesses. They had just come forward,
Really?
like to say, like 2 of them had. One of them never really came forward, but kind of came forward. Anyway, I'll get to that.
Okay.
So Linda had almost no memory of the event after it occurred, which is like a normal.
You have a bird?
We just got this like antique clock, and every hour has a different bird sound.
That tripped me out.
It-
I thought you took this too far and you literally went and got a bird and didn't tell me.
no, it's just a clock. Every hour it makes a bird noise.
She is getting a bunny though.
Next week, Christmas. It's my Christmas present. His name's Oscar. I'll show you pictures later. I'll send you.
He's really cute.
He's really he's a floppy lop or something. Like he's not he's not a recognized breed in Canada yet, but he's got floppy ears and he's like gray and beige and it's all
Okay,
speckled.
well, you know how I feel about bunnies.
I'll send you a picture later. He's super
Okay,
cute.
and I'm gonna come over immediately when I get home.
Ah, do it.
Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna cry.
Sorry. So Linda had almost no memory of the event after it occurred, which is a normal symptom of that kind of abduction. Like normally it's like time loss, memory loss, all
That's
those
how it
different
should
things.
be.
Yeah. But she would get these
Make
like
me forget.
she'd get these like occasional breaks in her memory where she would just like recall for a few minutes. It's almost like when you wake up
Drunk.
after you
or
had
like,
a dream
Mhm.
and you had like a really vivid dream and you remember it as soon as it happened and then you like forget and then in the middle of the day you like have this flashback to this like weird fucking dream that you had
Like-
last night.
oh my God.
Someone's here. I have to. Can we pause for a second?
Yeah. How?
I can pause it.
Okay. Yeah, I sent you one more just so that you could.
I'm out of breath. I ran. Somebody was at
So-
my door.
During that break, oh God, I just had like a hair in my mouth. That was gross. God, my hair's just all over the place.
Okay, Jamie. What happened to what's her name? Monique? Monica.
Linda?
That's my mom's name.
Monique. Oh, hi, Monique.
Monica. Okay, are you ready to know? Because I'll tell you.
I'm good, yeah.
I'm ready. Sorry, Jamie. I got distracted by the bunny photo that you just sent me.
I sent you another one. Did you see
I
it?
know. I just saw. I can't. Anyway, let's move on or I'll cry. Oh.
Okay, so again, she would get these like momentary occasional breaks where she would recall being in a UFO or getting abducted or whatever. But it would just happen for a couple moments where she would kind of remember. So she went and she got regressive therapy, regressive hypnosis, and that's how her case was kind of pieced together through a combination of regressive hypnosis, which is like where they hypnotize you and then try to.
It's like they
We've
put you in
talked
a
about it
trance
before.
where you
Yeah, they put
you, like,
put you in
remember a
trance
past
and
thing.
remember your like traumatic events that you've like pushed to the back of your
Yeah.
brain.
they do that a lot in UFO cases.
Yeah.
That's so freaky.
We should do it.
No, I'm scared.
There's things
No, I
that-
don't want to know. You're right. I just
I'm
said that.
scared.
I'm good where I'm at. I'm good. I'm probably
Probably like immediately regret what I said.
So it was a combination of regressive hypnosis, witness statements, and a passing of time where her mind kind of started to heal itself and she began to naturally remember, which I assume would be similar to like where you get PTSD and you suffer from memory loss. And then as time passes, you kind of like get your memories back again. But I don't know anything about that. That's what I'm kind of assuming. So from her perspective, she says what happened was, and this is in her words, so I'm standing up on nothing, and then they take me out all the way up, way above the building. Oh, I hope I don't fall. The UFO opens almost like a clam, and then I'm inside. I see benches similar to regular benches, and they're bringing me down a hallway. Doors open like sliding doors, and inside there are all these lights and buttons and a big long table. I don't want to get up on the table, but they get me up on the table anyway. They start saying things to me, and I'm yelling, and I can still yell. And one of them says something like, knobby egg. And I think they were trying to tell me
Knobby egg?
knobby egg. And I think
Like
One word or
Namaste?
two, like a knobby egg or nubby egg.
it's like knobby egg, like NOBBYEGG, one word.
Like namaste.
Like knobby egg.
Nubby egg.
Knobby egg.
Knobby egg.
I think
course.
you were trying to tell me to be quiet because he put his hand over my mouth.
That's
So
rude.
that's all she was able to remember, besides like getting pulled out the window and being taken up into the UFO. And she also mentioned that when she was in the UFO, everything was gray. So I thought that was interesting.
Like monochrome?
Yeah, she just said gray, like everything was gray.
Monochrome.
Now, the first of the two eyewitnesses was two witnesses. I said that wrong. There was two separate eyewitness sightings, and the first one was two people.
Oh, I see how you got that confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, I'm way more drunk than I thought it was.
No,
That made no sense.
I just fucked that up. So they were two bodyguards for the senior United Nations statesman at the time, Javier Perez de Cooler. I wish I had said that better.
Just make up your own name.
Javier.
Yeah, honestly,
Perez.
if you just like say it with confidence, no one will know that you're wrong.
I started reading it
beautiful.
and I just stumbled. I was like, say it with confidence, and I got 3/4 of the way through, and then I was like,
It's okay.
Anyway, so he also witnessed the abduction, but he never formally came forward to say what he saw. But the bodyguards claimed that Javier was visibly shaken, and they all watched as the woman floated through the air with three small beings into the UFO. So there's
With three
aliens.
aliens?
Yeah, three tiny little beings.
Little green men.
I think they were orange in this case, but yes.
Oh.
Oompa Loompas.
So from their testimony, they said there was an oval-shaped object hovering over the top of the apartment building 2 or 3 blocks up where we sat. We didn't know where it came from. It happened too fast. Its lights turned from bright reddish orange to a white blue coming out from the bottom. Green lights rotated around the edge of the saucer. A little girl or woman wearing a white gown sailed out the window in the fetal position and then stood midair in the beam of light. I could see 3 of the ugliest creatures I've ever seen. I don't know what they were. They weren't human. Their heads were out of proportion, very large with no hair. Those buggers were escorting her to the craft. My partner screamed, "We have got to go get them." We tried to get out of the car, but we couldn't. After the woman was escorted in, the oval turned reddish orange again and whisked off. So I was wrong. They weren't orange. The beam was.
Oh, the beam
Oh.
was.
Yeah.
False positive on the Oompa
False
Loompas.
positive.
So they could be little green men.
I was literally envisioning the Oompa Loompas from the OG Willy Wonka, but that's
Yeah, me
No,
too.
literally, that's what my imagery was.
yeah.
Little orange men.
Well, then you said very big and hairy, and then the imagery went away because then it
Yeah.
got scary.
I don't know. It is scary a little. Anyway, so that was their account of the whole thing. And then later another witness came forward, and her name was Janet Kimball, and she was a retired telephone operator who had also witnessed the abduction. Obviously, because she came forward. So I don't know why I said that. Anyway, but the difference here is that she had registered it in her mind that she had been watching a movie being filmed. So I think it was just like you see something really weird and traumatic, and your brain just tries to cope with it.
Yeah.
So in her brain, she was like, "No, like I was watching a movie being filmed," but like that is way too technologically advanced and definitely not.
Wait,
like
what year is this?
1980.
Oh.
1980.
So pretty recent.
But there wouldn't have been like 3 stories up in Manhattan, a woman and 3 beings like they wouldn't be filming that in the middle of Manhattan. They'd be filming that in LA, shot in Manhattan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a rule where if you're filming something in an area, you need to like tell people in that area that you're filming.
Yeah. Like it's just
I've gotten
yeah.
a lot of those
Can you
notices.
imagine not telling And someone's
Like they're
seeing an animal.
filming the Hulk. Like,
Yeah. Don't tell them.
people are- if you, I mean, you get some genuine reactions. That's for sure.
I
Yeah,
saw
you
a
would.
Sasquatch.
Writes a book about it. It's like not real.
uh,
My legs are too long.
it's not real. It can't be. Anyway, so this is like that's all we really know about it because
Yeah.
But this case became super well known because of this guy named Bud Hopkins, who is a UFOologist at the time and was a prominent figure in alien abduction and related research like at that time. So he had worked with Linda and the witnesses of the incident to test the validity and worked extremely hard to get Javier Perez to come forward, knowing that if he did get somebody who held such a title, that it would be like a huge push to ufology in the scientific community. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get him to give a real testimony, even though he and Javier did continue to speak after that, and they did work together. He was never willing to give like a public testimony. I think he just had too much to lose. So
Yeah, seriously. Again.
Probably, yeah.
and then the girl who it happened to, Linda, like you can only take that with a grain of salt because she only remembers so much like through valid memory.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. That's my story, but it is
Dude,
what it is.
crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
That
like
is pretty wild.
I mean, I can't imagine getting abducted, but it'd be pretty
Me
fucked up.
either.
I think the scariest thing would be like, okay, so you're like three dudes, and you're sitting, you're having coffee or whatever, and then all of a sudden you look up and there's a girl in a white nightgown just like floating through the air. Like, excuse me.
That is like stuff nightmares are made from.
yeah, I throw up.
I would
Sure.
absolutely throw up
Yeah,
as well.
me too.
Manhattan, the city that never sleeps.
Never sleeps, but she was.
She was asleep. You want to sleep in New York?
Kind of.
You'll get abducted.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from a serial killer or an alien, but one way or the other.
Oh my God. Bravo, Jamie.
Good job. That was great.
That was awesome.
Just a little guy, but I did what I could. I was gonna do a haircut, but
Just pretend.
Yeah, just pretend. You're fine.
I'll do a hair flip for you.
oh, thanks.
Sean just got home. I'm about to get a hello, and then I'm gonna have to yell. I'm doing a podcast.
I gotta get another drink. Should we pause or should
Yeah, I can
Pause and
pause
let
it.
that happen.
Let's
Okay.
pause it. Sorry.
Great.
Hello,
Great, we're back.
and we're
Give
back.
us a little top up.
I got some wine when I was over there.
Oh, now we're all drinking
Oh.
wine.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that?
No.
It doesn't look like you can. That's good.
Okay.
It's my water pump.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't hear anything.
Do you guys have another shot? Should I do it by myself?
I got another shot.
Okay, I just need to pour one out. Just kidding.
That's a fancy
No.
glass.
This one?
Yeah.
We didn't have any shot glasses when we went to Winners, and they had like shot glasses for kings. Apparently, they're really big. That's why it's only half full.
It's cute. Mine's in a Eduardo and I tried to make Jello shots, and we bought too many plastic little Jello shot cups. So I've got a whole pack of them. So mine's just a plastic disposable one, which I hate.
Yeah, not great for the environment, but
Terrible for the environment. I hate
Yeah.
myself.
Do you have a plastic shot glass?
Yeah.
So do
Only because
I.
Eduardo and I were making Jello shots.
It's all that's here in the house right now.
Oh, you have one too. We're the same. Spiced rum and Jello shot glasses.
I know. Let's not even get into
Jello.
this because it's become freaky this past year how our brains are. Okay, give me a second. Maria.
you can do this.
You can
It's
do it. Cheers.
Beach.
Happy aliens.
Happy aliens, and I love you guys.
That one was delicious. I can't.
Was it limoncello?
It was limoncello. And it's good limoncello too. It tastes like candy.
You
Eleanor, you
okay?
throw out. Do you
No,
hear
my
that?
nipples got really hard.
Mine don't do that. I don't.
Mine do that every time I take a shot.
Okay. I've never noticed until Ellen has said, but
Yours
gotta
do
say it
too.
happens, Lisa. Yeah. Also, I need to explain what just happened.
Okay.
That shot is gross at first, but then quickly tastes like cream soda, Mr. Freezy's,
Oh.
and then tastes gross again. It was a very weird experience. I don't remember spiced rum tasting like that, but I also don't usually shoot spiced rum.
I love spiced rum. Tastes like vanilla to me.
But at least I can taste, because if I didn't, probably have COVID.
I had to have another COVID test last week.
Ugh.
I had a
I'm
7
gonna go get an asymptomatic one when I get back to do my duties at the city.
I feel like I should get one before we go for Christmas.
I had a 7-day headache and I was like, probably have COVID. And I didn't. So.
Yeah, I had a migraine because like literally every symptom is a symptom. So
Yeah.
I had a headache because of Mother Nature. And then I was like, is it COVID? Because you get put on house arrest for quarantining coming into the Atlantic bubble. And it's a placebo of almost like any time you feel something, it's like, wait a second.
Do I have COVID?
But I feel great and I have more energy than ever. And I think I'm all right.
That's good. You don't have it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm like
Devotee.
blushed red.
Oh.
I'm drunk.
Nipples are hard. Cheeks
Okay,
are
well,
red.
fasten your
Nipples
seatbelts.
are hard,
because
cheeks are red.
I'm about to tell you a short story.
Ooh.
So,
Was that
It was
you?
me.
Oh,
Well, it wasn't me personally, but it was someone on the street.
also, I think
Hello.
before I'm gonna make this the official like little mini announcement of I've decided that because of the short stories I've been writing for this podcast, that I am going to do a little book of short stories.
Oh,
oh,
I'm so proud of you.
me
That is
too.
such a good decision.
Thanks to you guys, and I've already decided when I do write the book, and if it actually ends up getting published one day, like in a year down the road, that I'm gonna dedicate it to you guys because this is where they come, and I'm gonna make them a little more PG-13, the ones that I've done, you know, because I write them for the podcast, and let's be real, I can't put that in a
NSFA.
yeah. But that's my plan. That's my secret side thing right now.
I'm so proud of you.
Me
That's
too.
amazing. I like could cry right now because honestly, you have blossomed in this podcast since you started writing your own stories, and it's really been a beautiful thing to watch. So I'm really proud of you, and that's a really good decision.
Guys, don't make me cry because I am a little more emotional than usual past couple days. Maybe on the fact that I haven't been touched in almost 14, but yeah, let's hope
Doing a
that I,
handshake.
yeah, it's like I don't want to wait.
Wait,
Anyway, so yeah, guys, let's just we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't happen, but that's my goal here.
I mean, you're already writing them, so
4. I got 4, and I'd like to have at
4,
least
but we're gonna
20.
keep doing this. So by
Yeah.
the time
So,
we're done, you'll probably have like 100. There's no end date. I don't know.
imagine the book that would be. I don't know what that accent was, but anyway, let's just get started before I get too drunk and I can't tell it. Like
Mhm.
last time I did the story, she was a little slurry when I listened.
We all had our moments.
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
was
I'm always
intense.
a little slurry.
So like I said, anyway, I'm gonna dedicate each story to a pal or you know something. So this week, I chose my big brother Vincent.
Aw, Vincent.
My best pal of all time.
Hello, Vincent.
First pal.
First pal. Forced first pal.
Yeah. Well, actually, mom and dad said they had me to be his friend, so maybe that serves my
Forced.
purpose. Yeah. Anyway,
Maybe his first pal too. Sorry.
I got
sorry.
Rudy to be Harlem's friend.
we gotta get Kaylin to have a friend because she's a crazy wild beast. All right. So again, dedicated to Vincent. Hey Vincent, what's poppin', my doggy? I hope you enjoy. He's the original OG of the guy I used to talk about aliens with. Maybe the first ever alien conversation.
I thought you said animals.
He was the first one I ever discovered an animal with. But that too, probably. Fuck.
Probably.
Anyway, so I'm gonna get started.
Do it. Tell me what you got. 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 Oh, tell me what you got. Tell me what you got. Oh.
I will. So, this is a story about 28-year-old Vincent Hardy, popular brewery owner from a small town in Newfoundland. Vincent's pub, the Dancing Dragon, was
Oh.
well known for its classic Newfoundland dishes and amazing in-house brewed beers. It was constantly busy there. Basically, anyone coming into town is going in there for a drink or 6 or 10.
Mhm.
The Newfoundland way.
Yeah, like
Hi,
one bar.
Sean.
Hey, you're on the podcast. Hey, welcome
Oh,
home.
I'm waving. I'm here.
Bud. Long time.
What's up?
I'm trying to tell my story, so shh.
Yeah.
So, one night, Vincent was locking up after a big day behind the bar. He got into his car and began to make his way home. After taking the turn out of town and towards the highway, he came to the normal three-way stop. Nobody was on the road as it was about like 3 a.m. And as he stopped, he reached over to grab his matches to light up a smoke. And when he looked up, he noticed a beam of light coming in front of the trees beside him.
Uh-oh.
They got stronger by the second. What in the world? Vincent said aloud. Out of nowhere, the beam was directly over his car. Vincent began to get out of the car when the lights disappeared. He walks out into the road, looking all around, completely black. He turns around to walk back to the car. Before he knows it, the beam is directly on top of him. Blinded by the light, blinded by the light. Anyway, he was unable to see anything around him. When he starts to feel his feet lift off the ground, he felt like maybe he was fainting, or he didn't really understand because everything was happening so quickly. It was a complete blur, and then he completely blacked out. When Vincent came to, he was laying in a white soft bed with a silver tracksuit on.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Oh. I wish it was overalls.
You were the inspiration on that, I am going to say. When he looked around, he was in a small room, metal walls, weird electronics everywhere. Yet the bed was like the most comfortable, like heavenly bed he had ever been in.
Oh, I'll just stay here, thanks.
Good night.
Good.
This is the best sleep.
Like being back in the womb.
Look at my tracksuit.
What the heck? Where am I? Vincent said to himself. Then the door slides open and a woman greets him. Hello, Vincent, she smiled. Who
And
are
his
you?
name?
Where am I? Vincent asked. My name is Alex. You are aboard ship 709, the area code of Newfoundland. We are pleased to have you, she expressed. Ship? Vincent questioned. Yes, you have been chosen by the higher-ups to participate in a study. What do you mean, higher-ups? What kind of study? Vincent had a million questions running through his head, like he would. Don't be alarmed, Vincent. I was in your exact place before. You see, you are no longer on planet Earth. Right now, you are flying in the universe in ship 709 with me, many others like us. And by the higher ups, I mean aliens.
Oh, I was thinking Illuminati. Just kidding. I know it's an alien episode.
Yeah, right. The witches.
Not where I was.
Vincent started freaking out. This couldn't be real. Calm down and follow me, Alex assured him that everything was okay. Vincent did as he was told, and when they walked out the doors, they entered a super open room. Everything's super clean. Again, weird electronics everywhere. And when Vincent looked over, he was shocked. Alex was right. Right in front of Vincent was this huge alien. Even though they looked so different, they kind of looked like lankier humans. All of the aliens had these like white coats on and looked like
Doctors?
not maybe, but not like the aliens he thought in his head before.
Professors.
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 You know what? I like my person.
Mike Tyson professors.
The alien started to speak to Vincent, but Vincent couldn't understand him. He said, "Welcome aboard."
Hey,
Alex
bud, you're not
translated.
speaking English.
What?
Hey, bud, you're not speaking English.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Thank you, Vincent responded. Alex then led him to a room full of screens. On the screens were all these videos of Vincent doing like his everyday activities, like tending the bar, working on his garden, making supper. How did you get these? Vincent demanded to know. The aliens are everywhere, Vincent. They can disguise themselves to walk among us. But why me? Why choose me? Vincent asked. They felt that you would be the right person to understand them. They want people to start understanding their world when they are almost looked at as monsters on Earth. There's life on all planets, and they now want to be heard.
All of them?
How long have you been here, Alex? I can't remember. It's been a long time, and I chose to stay, Alex explained. You won't be here long. They just decided it was time for you to see them when they have seen so much of you.
Is Alex a boy or a girl?
A girl. Just
Okay.
Remember, she greeted him. And
Right.
Anyway, and in my mind, Alex is like a very beautiful woman, like,
Okay.
smart, beautiful. She's got the whole package.
She's a hot professor.
She's a hot professor of the alien.
Yes, she does.
So then Vincent's talking to Alex, and he starts to feel faint and overwhelmed, like he would after just seeing all these videos of him. He sat down, but before he knew it, he passed out. Bright lights surrounded him. He couldn't see anything. And then Vincent then woke up on the pavement exactly where he had been abducted in the first place. He had his old clothes on, and there was nothing around him, and everything looked the same except his car was missing.
Fuck no. I'd be pissed.
Where
Vincent stood
was
up.
Don't take my car.
What, Jamie?
Where was it?
Vincent stood up and started walking back to town, as his house was like farther away than the bar because he was supposed to go on the highway. And then, so he walks back to the bar, and the parking lot's completely empty. The only car belonged to his pal Sam that had helped him out in the bar, was kind of like his partner or whatever. Then Vincent walks into the building, and then Sam's behind the bar, cleaning glasses, just doing his maintenance. And when the door closes, Sam looks up, and when he notices Vincent, he drops the glasses to the ground. Vincent, where have you been? I thought you were dead. Vincent's like, what? I've been gone like an hour. What time is it? What are you talking about, dude? You've been missing for a year. What? Like,
Oh,
that makes
shit.
no sense. Vincent then realized that he was actually abducted, and what felt like a day out there was a year on Earth.
That's
Vincent
fucked
and
up.
Sam,
Lost time.
you know what I mean?
That's a lot of lost time.
A lot of lost time.
Lost time.
So Vincent and Sam had a really tight friendships. They were BFFs, like they believed everything they sort of said. And Vincent knew he could tell him the truth. If anybody, Sam would be the person to tell. As if like if you guys got abducted, you'd probably feel comfortable talking to us,
No.
you know?
Well, we do have, well,
I'm just
we do
kidding.
have
No.
this spooky thing going on, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Vincent explains everything to Sam and he truly believes him, but Sam also explained to Vincent that he might believe him, but nobody else is going to. So they came up with this story that Vincent had been isolating in this cabin for a year to get away from everything, and he had no sort of electronics to even know that he was missing to people and that sort of thing. But like deep down, Vincent knew the truth. And anyway, he went along with this story. Anyway, this takes me a year down the road from that moment. So Vincent went ahead, told the cabin story. Everyone seemed to buy it. And after a year of hard work, Vincent had the dancing dragon restored and back to its busy self. And on top of being back and better than ever, Vincent created a new beer called Starship 709. A
Hey.
picture of a human shaking an alien's hand. It had quickly become a fan favorite when he found himself pouring that beer more than any other ones on the tap. And as he was working another busy day as per usual, the brewery was packed. He was pouring up a pint of the Starship 709 when he heard a woman's voice say, "I'll take one of those." And when he turns around, who
Alex.
was it? But
Alex.
Ah!
The end.
That was dope.
Woo!
That was great. I love when you write stories.
Me too. That was good.
There you go, my buddy Vincent. There's your story. I hope you enjoyed it.
That was great.
Cool. I'm glad I told it now because I'm super buzzed and I don't know how I do in the next round. So
I don't know if I can even do mine, so
Yeah, you
yeah,
can.
you can. Yeah, you can.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, look at Sean's fist bump. Hey, Sean, raise the roof. I did it earlier.
Raise it.
It's not as weird when someone else joins you.
I feel like it's weird anyway.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Well,
Anyway,
will you plug this in for me when you leave? There's one on my bedside table. at the
AKA
or
go
there's
now.
one in the Bose upstairs. All right.
Bye.
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 Nice to see you. Happy drinking. Bye, Zoe.
Bye, Zoe. I'm so glad Sean heard. I had an extra audience member.
He enjoyed it, I think.
Cool.
That was such a good story. I'm so excited.
That was really good.
You know what? Whenever I write these, I have a moment after I finish where I'm like, is this just cool to me?
No, it's always good. I always get goosebumps.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. Like they all have been, but that one was.
Thanks, guys.
All
Did
right.
I tell the title of that?
No.
Oh shit. Well, it was supposed to I fucked it up. It's supposed to be Something Abduct Me.
Fuck yeah.
That would have been cooler if
Well, I mean, it's good.
cool, sweet. Little insider with me and Vincent there, but
All right. I guess it's my go.
it is your go, my buddy.
Sorry. I'm
So-
taking-
Are you taking a picture of us?
yeah.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, Austin
It's
Powers. Be like animal.
Do it.
Wait, I'll take a screenshot. Hold on.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Tipping
God.
tool. Mafa.
I wish my hair is not like.
Okay, smile. Oh, I didn't smile. Okay. Smile now. 1, 2, and 3.
My arms are tired. I can't.
They
do
all
this.
suck. I can't.
It's fine. Let's just be in the present.
Come on.
Okay, yes. All right, so my story is kind of ridiculous, but I love it. And you might have heard about it because it's one of the first times that people started referring to aliens as little green men.
Oh, I'm excited.
A
Okay.
historic moment.
A historic moment. It begins on August 21st, 1955, in the small town of Kelly, Kentucky.
That's Vincent's birthday.
No way! I don't think
And
he was alive in 1955, but
Well, not but August 21st. And it's Becky's birthday as well.
it is too.
Wow.
That's true. Happy birthday, you guys. So,
Okay.
Billy Ray Taylor and his wife were visiting the Sutton. Yeah, I know. It's the most Kentucky name you could ever think of. Bill Ray.
Bobby Sue.
Bobby Sue and Billy Ray.
Ray Cyrus.
So Billy Ray and his wife were visiting the Sutton farm on this particular night. And there was a total of 11 people staying in the house that night. There were 3 children and 8 adults. I'm not going to name them all because we're not going to remember.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And like, it doesn't really matter. I'll name the like important people. In the evening, around 7 p.m., Billy Ray left from the farmhouse to go get water from the Sutton family well because they had they had electricity, but they didn't have running water. So there was like an outhouse and you had to like actually go to the well and get the water.
The well. 7 days.
Wow, that's so fancy.
This?
Yeah.
It's my little thing. You know
You
it.
found me some of those at the dollar store.
I know it, but I haven't seen it.
I got mine at Value Village. Value Village.
Jamie.
What?
I don't
Nothing.
know.
I don't
Let's-
know.
This is weird.
I feel awkward. I don't know what happened.
I don't either. That was a weird moment. Let's just move on from it because
Okay, so 7 p.m., Billy Ray, he's leaving the farmhouse to go get water from the well. While he's getting the water, he witnesses this bright object in the sky that he describes as real bright with an exhaust of all colors of the rainbow. Like my accent.
yeah,
It honestly
that
made
sold it for me.
so-
Yeah.
So it landed about a
Usually
quarter
doing
mile
that.
from the house. And excited but kind of frightened, he ran back to the house with the news. But he wasn't really known to be the most reliable source of information. So he got back and told everybody that was in the house. And they were like, okay, Billy, sure. You saw a
Billy!
UFO. But soon after that, strange things started to happen. The dogs started to like bark aggressively outside. And the owner of the house, Lucky, along with Billy Ray, went outside to see what the problem was. And they were both stunned when they saw 3 to 4 foot tall creature making its way towards them. The men described the creature as nothing like they'd never seen before. It was a little green man, although a lot of stories call them little green men. They're more described of like a shiny silver greenish color with big eyes that were far apart, a long thin mouth, thin short legs and large ears, and its long arms ended with claw-like hands.
Ew! Nightmares.
I have a little picture. Let me show you.
Zoe!
Oh, will it focus?
All I see is white screen.
I know.
Put it up closer. It will focus. There you go.
Oh!
no!
Oh! Oh my
That
god!
kind of looks like Stitch.
It
from Lilo
does. It
and
does kind of look
Stitch.
like Stitch.
Yeah.
With like elongated body.
Yeah. Oh shit! I lost my spot because that was at the bottom of my page.
That is what nightmares are made out of.
It kind of also looks like a golden
I
snitch.
think he's kind of cute.
Golden snitch.
Yeah, with legs. And I
Imagine catching that to win the tournament. Forget about it.
forget about it.
So, in true America fashion, the men ran inside to grab their guns.
I was just about to say, I could have guessed that's what they were
Always do
getting.
that.
Of
every
course.
time.
So then they fired at the little dude, and his hands, or like his claws, were like raised up as if he was held up at gunpoint, and he came towards the back door of the house. But their bullets had like no impact on this little alien dude, and they reported
Tell
that
me that he fucked them up.
I'll get there. Not really. So their bullets didn't really do anything, but basically he like did a flip and then like stood up and just ran off into the darkness.
I just imagine like a little leprechaun. Like I know what he looks like, but
Basically.
no, just imagining
He's like,
leprechaun.
Oh, shit!
Starts break dancing, avoiding the
You're up with
bullet.
Lucky Charms.
So after he scurried off into the darkness, the two guys went back into the house, and then soon another creature was seen looking at them through a window.
What the fuck?
I have in brackets, "Get out of my window."
That's there.
Like literally
Don't do
anything.
that.
If it's a person or like an animal or anything, get out of my window.
Yeah, you don't
Like
need to
just
be
it's
there.
creepy. Just
Super
Opens your window. You don't go here.
You can't sit with us.
Yeah. That's my
Oh.
property.
The two men, Lucky and Billy Ray, blasted away with their guns and ran out to see if they had killed it, but found nothing. But a large hole was later seen through the screen where the shots had been fired. The children were told to hide, and one of the women was too afraid to look, so she like hid in her bedroom or something. And this made the witness count of the event 7 people. So this cat and mouse game continued into the night as the creatures would appear and disappear, and the men would shoot at them. And one of the men actually unloaded 4 boxes of ammunition. And at one point, Billy Ray says that one like he went outside and one like jumped off the roof and onto him and like pulled his hair.
No way. Okay.
All I'm picturing is
happened?
Stitch.
Hold his hair.
No.
How do you get rid of it?
Wow. They also said that these guys could like float around instead of walk. Just like hover and like come down and then like go up.
Okay.
Then they realized they were up against something really crazy and not normal. And around 11, they decided to run from the house. So they piled into 2 cars and went to the police station in Hopkinsville, which is like next door, and asked for assistance from the police. After hearing their wacky story, Sheriff Russell Greenwell thought that they were joking, but the family was like so shaken up that he was finally like, okay, they must not be making this up because they are so scared right now. So he decided to go to the farmhouse. Over 20 policemen were involved in this search, and they
I love
admitted-
how it went from like nobody believes him and one guy's going to like 20 people.
right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, if this is true, then we need backup.
We need to know.
It escalates quite quickly.
It does. So the police admitted that the Suttons were not drunk and they were genuinely frightened by something or someone. And nearby neighbors did confirm strange lights in the sky and they did hear bullets being fired. But passed it off as fireworks. I mean, I don't know what kind of town you live in, but
Okay. If you're from Kentucky and you're used to fireworks and guns being shot off, I'm pretty sure you know
well, yeah.
the
I
difference.
don't know. I mean, I hear fireworks all the time and I'm like, gunshots, and that
Yeah,
doesn't happen here.
Yeah, like
when you're in Dartmouth, you're like 50-50.
Maybe.
But when you're in
Also,
Elmsdale, you're like,
maybe.
yeah, usually in Dartmouth it's like fireworks.
And most of the time in Elmsdale, it is fireworks. There's hicks just shooting stuff off. I can see them from like all
Yeah.
angles of my house. Anyway,
A lot of fields,
a lot of fields, a lot of crop circles.
cop cycles.
So the police left at 2:15 and they searched the area around the house before they left, but they did not find any evidence of the creature. So no footprints or anything. But they did find a few bullet holes through the windows and the walls of the house, but not nearly as many as they claimed to have fired that night. And they left and they were gone. Aliens returned. The earlier battle repeated. The gunfire wasn't doing anything. to them, and they just like kept coming back and tormenting the family all the way
My
until sunrise.
What the fuck?
Vampire aliens.
Vampire aliens.
And then they're like, oh, it's
Oh, time to go to bed.
They kept calling
to
the
go to sleep.
police. So the
Curfew.
police department finally requested that the Air Force and Project Blue Book investigate the happenings at the Sutton house. And they also did a search of the house and surrounding area. But again, no solid evidence was found. The morning of the Air Force search, Lucky and Billy Ray had gone to Evansville, Indiana on family business. But the 5 remaining witnesses of the events that night were interviewed by the Air Force, and they gave their full account of the night of terror. And the story of the small alien spread quickly, and the Kentucky New Era newspaper published a story of the family's encounter on August 22nd, 1955.
I love that
Okay.
his name is Lucky, and they just like.
It's
keep
not
it.
actually Lucky. I don't have his name written down, but it's like his nickname. It's what he goes by.
I know.
Still. Lucky and Billy Ray,
Lucky. Unlucky.
I'd say. In the beginning, most of the public believed that the Suttons were kind of like trying to pull off a hoax.
Well, probably.
But if this was the case, what would be their reason? They ended up making no money from the story and only incurred debt by damaging their house because they had shot so many bullets through their walls.
Yeah, but like if you're, yeah, I guess.
Eh.
I can kind of rationalize it. Like, if you're poor, what do you have to lose? And then, like, if
They
you're trying to,
actually,
like, make
10
some
days
money-
later, because they got so much scrutiny from the community, ended up moving away.
Oh, really?
So all the witnesses of the strange events that night made sketches of what they said the creatures looked like, and all of the drawings were practically identical. And almost a year later, the case was investigated by Isabel Davis, who believed the Suttons were telling the truth. I tried to Google who Isabel Davis was, but I couldn't find anything. So
Yeah.
At least you tried.
I tried. Famed UFO investigator Dr. J. Allen Hynek also believed the account of the Kelly aliens and discussed it with Isabel Davis. This case is actually still being investigated today, and there have been many books and television specials relating to the Kentucky events of 1955. Neighbors and townsfolk claim that their gun battle was nothing but a fictional tale drummed up for a celebrity sighting blamed on too much moonshine. So, as I said before,
There in Kentucky.
the family was harassed and threatened. Like I said before, well, I didn't say that before, but 10 days later they moved and left town because they were like, this is fucked up. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So ultimately, those who were there that night largely refused to discuss the incident to the media. And in 2002, an interview with Kentucky New Era newspaper, Lucky Sutton's granddaughter, Geraldine Hawkins, defended the story passed down to her, pointing out that it was something that her grandfather had never joked about and was still terrified every time he talked about it.
That's kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up, but it's also
Yeah,
kind
like-
of a funny story.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the only thing is like you'd have mad PTSD from that and probably wouldn't see the humor in it. But I mean,
Totally.
us,
No. But for us,
all I picture is like a lanky Stitch, and now Golden Snitch.
sorry.
Oh,
So,
it's
that's
like
the-
silver overalls times 2.
Get it.
So that's the story, but I'm going to tell you a couple of theories about what people think this might have been.
Oh, I
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. So, of course, there's a theory that aliens from an advanced society came down.
Mhm.
That seems weird though, because
I
aliens from an advanced society, it seems weird that they would like randomly come and hang out for a few hours at the farm and like pop their heads in windows and be like, hey, what's up?
And then just leave.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another theory is that maybe some kind of interdimensional creatures that accidentally slipped into our dimension, so basically a glitch in the matrix, which I guess would explain why they were like kind of agitated and were like, hey, we're not supposed to be here. What's going on? And then people started shooting guns at them and they're like, we didn't mean to be here. There's another theory that they were actually escaped circus monkeys wearing
Muncies.
Okay.
They were
wearing
escape
some
monkeys.
silvery circus outfit.
Always silver. Always silver.
It's always silver.
Monochrome?
But
don't
also,
know.
I didn't mention at the beginning, but I meant to. One of the guys, I think Lucky, but maybe Billy Ray, one of them was a carny. So you'd think that, like, if they were circus monkeys, they would know.
I feel like you would just know if it was.
I feel like
Like,
you just
why-
know.
Why would you not know that it was a circus monkey? That doesn't. I
So
don't know. I don't know.
the most rational theory here that people have come up with is that like it was a great horned owl. Known skeptic and researcher Joe Nickel, who's super into investigative stuff like this, he might pop up in some other stories later on, but he looked into the Kelly incident, and by talking to witnesses who are alive and talking to the members of the town and reading the police reports and researching it, he believes that they actually encountered a creature outside, but it was the great horned owl, because a great horned owl has a height of 25 inches, which is just over 2 feet. They have large glowing eyes, long ear tufts, a large head without a neck, a light gray underside, long wings that could be mistaken for arms, and skinny legs with talons. The great horned
No.
owl is also aggressive when defending its nest, and it comes out at dusk, which is when this happened. And the flying saucer actually could have been a meteor, because it turns out there was a meteor shower that night. Owls tend to get blamed for a lot of cryptids, such as the Mothman, Flatwood Monster, etc. And
Okay.
fun fact, the game character in Pokemon, Sableye, is actually based on the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter of the creatures.
100%.
And another cute fun fact, the Town Kelly now hosts a Little Green Men festival every year.
Oh,
Okay. I just need to say something. That could not have been clued up any nicer. A, I
That's
mother
it.
fucking love Pokemon. And two, what better way to celebrate? Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers, guys.
Look, I'll make the sound. Oh,
there you go.
it
Wait,
wasn't so good.
wait.
Wait.
Good thing we're all double fisted.
Oh, I can hardly hear that, Maria.
Okay, I need to get this closer. This is how we'll end it. Oh.
Do it. Yeah.
Great episode.
Great episode.
Very good.
Guys, this was beautiful. I wish we're in the same spot. I can't tell you how much I can't wait to have human contact. And this has been beautiful.
It has been great.
It was fun, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you.
Another hour has gone by.
Has it been an hour?
It must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's clock can't be wrong.
This has been a long episode.
Want to say goodbye?
Oh, hi, Kimber. Oh, look who I have too. Come here.
Zoe.
Look, who's that?
Oh, the puppy.
Maria. Here, look, come on. Kimber,
Wait!
Kimber, come. Come here.
Wasn't that story funny though?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Oh my god.
The Force.
We all have
I
our
need to see
friends.
I need to see a real life thing.
Soon. You've got 4 days, right? 3.
3.
Tomorrow's day
12. Yeah, you got 3 days. Look at Zoe.
Zoe, hi Zoe.
Okay, guys. Well, I guess
that
we
was
should
really
close the
fun.
episode. That was
Yeah.
so much fun.
It was great.
Thanks, guys, for bearing with us because this is a very experimental.
Who even
Phase.
knows? I really hope the recording worked because we had good stories.
Yeah, it was a good
Awesome.
episode. So
And we're trying to not really edit this one, so this has been a test and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a test for skill. We've done like 60 episodes. We should be okay to not edit one.
Hopefully. Follow us on the social medias. Rate us on iTunes. You
All
know,
that jazz.
do all that stuff because it helps us out. And we don't want to have to stop this again.
Yeah, it sucked.
So,
Fun.
bye.
Bye.
Peace, homies. Thanks.
Love you. Cover art by Rebecca O'Quinn. Music by Theo McIntosh.